Listen, if you live in New York City and you own a home, shame on you. You should have been gone the day after this fool was elected. This is the beginning of the end. We've been saying it for weeks. If you love New York City, the culture, the vibe, all of that, you've got 2 more days. 2 days to go and enjoy the culture and the vibe, because this place is going to be like nothing we've ever seen. And unfortunately, if this becomes law, if this becomes something that quote unquote works, we can anticipate it going to every blue state in this nation.
Wow, guys. So it gets worse than we ever thought it would be.
Daycares, autism, scams.
Minnesota Leering Center. That is the epicenter of it all. Nick Shirley, hey, he's a beast, bro. He exposed it. That video got like 100 million views, bro.
I saw it everywhere.
100 mil. He been going crazy.
He's good.
Yeah, he is good. He did a good job.
So how did a 23-year-old person that just records on their phone expose more than the FBI themselves?
Bro,
That's
the
a great
FBI is
question.
incompetent. Like, how did we have Doge and y'all didn't uncover this fraud?
Doge didn't find this?
Like, I just find like a lot of this hard to believe. And nobody's going to jail. We talked all that crap during election season. Oh, we coming after all the corruption, and now we have a state with corruption, with the government leaders allowing the corruption, involved on the corruption, and nothing's been done.
Yeah, they do have to figure that out. But
27 million.
I will say under this administration, it's being exposed, though. Because
Yeah,
Doge did. I can't say
they
nothing
got a
about
lot.
Doge.
They did get a
Doge
lot.
doing what they're
found a
supposed
lot.
to.
But it's like, y'all campaigned on being on top of this fraud, and now we finding out this fraud. This dude have done more on exposing the fraud, and now it's like, can Cash Patel and Pam Bondi drop some charges?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Tim Laws need to get some charges.
No, that's the problem.
Or is it becoming more increasingly clear that government elected officials can get away with anything? Because Ilhan Omar allowed this fraud. She brought them people here.
I think Cash Patel and Pam
Incompetent.
Bondi have been the biggest disappointments in the cabinet.
Oh, 1,000%. That's why Dan Bongino said, I can't sit here with y'all. Y'all tearing up my reputation. Y'all
Because
tarnishing
I really
my
was
name.
thinking, man, he was talking that ish before he got in there.
Boy.
Guys, it gets really bad. Here's a little taste of it.
Hello, we'd like to ask where the money's going. What do you guys think about the fraud that's taking place here in Minnesota?
I don't think anybody is enabling fraud to
We
happen.
need to hold Governor Walz accountable for this.
What was this money spent on? 1.26 million. What was that money spent on? There aren't any kids.
Answer the question, are there children? There's no children inside this building. Potentially the largest fraud scandal in U.S. history is taking place in Minnesota, as literally billions of dollars have been funneled through Somali-ran fraudulent businesses. So much fraud, it could actually almost replace the entire GDP of Somalia. These fraudsters have worked hand in hand with the Minnesota government as they enabled billions of dollars to be given to fraudulent businesses underneath welfare purposes. Some of this money eventually landed in the hands of terrorist groups in Somalia like the Al-Shabaab, and others enriched themselves all at the U.S. taxpayers' expense.
A few moments later.
In regard to what we're just talking about now, COPA, how wrong can a person be or a body of a government be when we start to take the individual rights away from the homeowner, whether it's a 2-family house, 3-family house, 4-family house, what does it matter? The fact is the person owns the home. They have the right to sell the home to whomever they please. The idea that we have to consult with the building department and give a 6-month period of time for someone else to make an offer is absolutely outrageous. And to say it's government overreach is 100% true. This is absolutely maniacal. I do not understand how this body works when it comes to individual citizens of this city. This is overreach at its very best. I'm a homeowner. And no one is going to tell me or anybody else I know that's worked so damn hard to own a 3 or a 4-family home that I have to submit the ability to sell my house first to the building department and then offer it up to a non-for-profit when my neighbor across the street may want to buy it. And they have to wait 6 months? Nonsense. This is absolutely ridiculous. And also I want to just add to this hearing today, this meeting today, that is absolutely ridiculous And everybody in this room should be terribly embarrassed that we stripped off veterans' bills today from today's hearings. Why? Why? When the men and women of this country deserve better treatment, and our city today that we passed in committee has failed to come through for our veterans, stripped it totally off the record for today. Absolutely ridiculous. Thank you very much, and shameful. Shame, shame on all of you.
All right. It is shameful. We got to cover it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all as you watch this broadcast. It's time for Pop and Politics. I'm KJ along with Nicole Bennett. How are you doing tonight, Nicole?
Hey, everybody. Hey, KJ.
All right. And Shelly is out tonight, folks, but she will be back hopefully tomorrow. All right. We have so much to talk about tonight. Before we light this fire, do your part, tap that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and turn on your notifications. We are live here on YouTube and Rumble tonight. We're on Rumble tonight live. If you're on the go, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify under the name Pop and Politics. We love our chat. We shout out every super chat. So drop your thoughts, show your love, and join the conversation that the mainstream media wishes didn't exist. This is not just a podcast. This is a movement of God-fearing, truth-seeking, America-loving people that value freedom. Stand with us and subscribe so we can amplify this rallying call for freedom. All right, Nicole, let's set it off. Wow, that was crazy. For you all who don't know, she was talking about the COPA Act. Yes. This is the in New York City, just passed, and folks, this has effectively stacked the deck against homeowners and small landlords. It's handing government-favored nonprofits and tenant groups the first crack at buying private property before it can ever hit the open market. Okay, so the radical left has called this housing justice, but we call it what it is: government-sanctioned property theft wrapped in progressive buzzwords. Nicole, what are your thoughts on this new act?
Listen, if you live in New York City and you own a home, shame on you. You should have been gone the day after this fool was elected. This is the beginning of the end. We've been saying it for weeks. If you love New York City, the culture, the vibe, all of that, you've got 2 more days. 2 days to go and enjoy the culture and the vibe, because this place is going to be like nothing we've ever seen. And unfortunately, if this becomes law, if this becomes something that quote unquote works, we can anticipate it going to every blue state in this nation. And that's where we're going to have a problem. It's going to be, if you think we're divided now, you wait until they strip homeowners of the right to buy and sell property as they so please. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely obscene. And it's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah. And let me ask you this, Nicole. If you can't freely sell your property, do you really own it?
No. I mean, hear me out. You're going to go down a rabbit hole with me tonight.
Yeah.
If I have to pay property taxes on property I already own, do I even really own the property? Or am I just like a long-term tenant at that point? Property taxes should be outlawed. Let's do that. So there are a lot of things that go along with property owner rights here in the United States are held over from England. When we talk about squatters and, these people who move into an Airbnb and never leave, and they have certain rights, that comes from British law. It's just held over from way back when we were still colonies. The issue that we're having here in New York City is that because they haven't learned the lesson, they think it works. It does not work. And I could not even imagine having spent millions and millions of dollars on a commercial property in New York City, and I want to get out. I want out, but I can't get out unless I offer my property pennies on a dollar to the state or to some nonprofit group before I can put it on the open market. And then they still have another 120 days to make a decision. crazy. This is crazy work. It really is.
You're going to continue to do this and that. We did not pay for our taxes for that. It's time for no taxation without representation. We're tired of people getting off, not going to jail. Tim Walsh should be in jail. Homeownership should be in jail. Anybody who have committed government crimes should be in jail. We are tired of our money going elsewhere. We tired of prisoner telling the doggone president that he's not going to allow him to come in and get rid of these illegal immigrants. We're tired of Brandon Johnson. We're tired of these blue states putting up these doggone lawsuits against the president of the United States of America because he want to get these illegal immigrants out. We're tired of Trump also. Don't get it twisted. We're tired of Trump not doing enough for the middle class. We're tired of Netanyahu. We're tired of money going to Ukraine. We're tired of all this bullshit. It's time for no taxation without representation. We're tired of this. It's time for us to tell them, if you're not dedicated to the United States of America, if you're not going to pledge your allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, we want you out of office. It's time for them to put every progressive, liberal, rhino, Republican, anybody who's not pledging allegiance to the United States of America, it's time for them to go. No taxation without representation. And if just 1/3 of people file exempt just for 6 weeks, this government will come crumbling to its knees. And I know some of y'all gonna say, well, if we do that, then people not gonna get their food stuff. The government gonna be shut down. Be for real, the Democrats shut the government down and people didn't get their food stuff back in October. And we were still paying taxes. We were still working, still paying taxes, and they shut the government down. So if we're gonna have this fight, let's have this fight for the American people and the middle class. It is time for us to put them on blast, to let them know, you work for us, we don't work for you. You're gonna get your shit together, or you're gonna continue to get out of the office, and we're gonna continue to not pay our taxes, because we pay their salary. Every time taxes come out of our check, we're paying their salary. Every time taxes come out of our check, we're paying for these illegal immigrants to live better than we are in our own country. Every time we pay our taxes, we're giving money to Ukraine, to Israel, to Netanyahu, to Hamas, to whoever it is getting it. Everybody's getting it but the middle class. The middle class is working, and we're the ones that's suffering. It's time for no taxation without representation. I get it. Not everybody's going to be able to do it. And I know some people going to be afraid to do it. Because if you're afraid to do it, I understand. And those who owe taxes and stuff, you can't do it. But if you didn't owe any taxes last year and you don't owe any taxes now, you can do it. If you just go in there and file exempt just for a month, trust me, it will bring the government to their knees, and they will wake the fuck up and know that we're not playing. It's time for no taxation without representation. And it is what it is.
When it's time to go, you can choose how. You can wait for enforcement, or you can leave on your terms. The CBP Home app lets you self-deport with dignity, directly, and securely. Don't wait. Decide how it ends.
Crying harder. Crying harder. Trump is your president. Crying harder. Crying harder. Trump is your president.
On the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" exclamation point, catch exclamation point.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do.
No one has ever been more dangerous to this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
Hey, let me shut down the city! We are at war!
We're in a war right now.
We are at war.
So you have to be willing to do whatever is necessary in order to save the country.
And that's why the gloves are off.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans represent an extremism that threatens the very foundations of our republic.
And yes, there are many threats to democracy. We see it with these extreme candidates.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country. Maybe there will be.
You can only push people so far. And then they start to take matters into their own hands.
What the American public want is for us to bring actual weapons to this bar fight. This is an actual fight.
You know, this is literally call to arms.
The MAGA movement is a threat.
Michelle says that, when they go low, we go high.
No. With all due respect, if they go low, we don't go high.
When they go low, we kick them.
We take them to the mud and choke them out.
And make sure that they stay down. And you know what? Kick them when they're down because they deserve it.
Get up in the face of some Congress people.
We are going to be in your face. We are going to be on your...
We have to fight this in the streets.
We're going to fight it in the streets.
It's time to step out of your comfort zone and step out into the streets.
To our Republican colleagues, if you do not see the light, we will bring the fire. Resist! You and your little friend off of Twitter. Y'all about to find out.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
He's not going to have a third term. He may not finish this term.
That's the last few days you woke up thinking there might be news. Just saying. Just saying. There will be news sometime. Just so you know, there will be news.
I want to be remembered for courage for my faith. That would be the most important thing. Most important thing is my faith in my life.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.